Hello, how we doing? Um, a few things have changed. Just as far as the base goes, I rearranged these, so it's all top and bottom. So we got the copper processing here into the copper smelting, iron processing into the iron smelting. It's all fairly logical. I've tried to minimize, I rearranged this to minimize trains crossing vertically. Your long road world, which started in 2014. Damn, I've never been able to keep a world for that length of time. Usually because of world corruption or something ruins it. Probably the longest running world that I ever had was a beta 1.5 world? And Belno. Belno. 5-minute notification? Yeah, it was a bit slow today. Gosh, Belno with that 46 months of Prime. It's a significant amount of Prime. How you doing? Hello there, Mamoru. Yes, oh yeah, because the thing just beeped, so now everyone's coming in. Yeah, for those who missed out, Jamorian just raided, so make sure to say hi. Yeah, I was just saying that I've never been able to. Yeah, the longest world that I had was beta one, about beta 1.5, and something happened, and one of the chunks in the main base was corrupted, and it reset it. Actually, I think there was 2 or 3 chunks that ended up corrupting. Basically obliterated everything. Um, and yeah, and also 2013, 2014 was about when I slowed down on Minecraft. Probably the biggest driver for me not keeping a world was back in the alpha days. You really did have to keep restarting if you wanted the new stuff. Like the first significant world that I had, um, there's no lapis in it from memory. That's how old it is. Miss old school Minecraft? I do and I don't. Like that particular save, there wasn't enough diamonds in the world to justify mining diamonds. Surviving your first night. Surviving your first night was wild, wasn't it? It was brutal. Like, the enemies weren't anything and the combat wasn't anything, but it was brutal. Also, stupid dildos that sneak up on you. And then blammo. Now you feel like it's too easy? I think a bit of that is mainly because you played it so many times. Because realistically, it's not any different. Looks such a break. 0.17, you lost all your Factorio saves, and they changed so many recipes. Would have had to rework way too much. Ah, sneaky Kiwi, you're sneaky. Yeah, the Factorio migration was a pain. I've done the science migration twice on my first Megabase. I've managed to make you all endure the process as well. Impressive. In fact, that Megabase was a one rocket. So it took it from a brain dead use. That's the progression. So when I started the very story time. With this backpedal story time. When I started the very first playthrough, that was me actually going from a derpy brain dead Megabase into your properly calculated out 1 rocket a minute base. I don't think there was any recording to that one though. But yeah, that back then that was the first time I'd actually. Well, actually, it wasn't the first time because technically I was doing the Colonel Will stuff. I was applying what I'd learned, the Colonel Will stuff, on my own saves. And I was going to start a new save, and I was like, I don't want to go through the whole early game again. I'll just rework what I've got. And yeah, and now here we are. That's the abridged story of how we got here. So, apart from all this crap that I've reorganized, it's all the same thing. All the signals on the wires. That you'll be able to see that in the 1 second that I let you see it. The stone load is there too. It's probably functional, probably. No idea if it is or not. I recovered a few builds that I think were lost as well when the mod thing threw the exception. I've already forgotten what it was. I think it was the Immersite stuff. It was one of the... I think it was this thing. Yeah, I went through and re-ratioed and fixed it all up. The matter conversion. I was also experimenting with lumber and generating fertilizer. Turns out, you can feed lumber in, well, feed water and fertilizer into here, feed the wood into matter, turn the matter back into biomass, turn the biomass into fertilizer via a little bit of nitric acid, and then it's a self-perpetuating closed loop, and then it can feed all these with stuff and junk, and it makes like 13k a minute, and it's only a half build, so that's double that. It should be, yeah, it's only 8. So you can actually double that, and that'll be 26k a minute. So that's what's happened. Actually, I think it was these smelters too. And actually, speaking of what I was saying before with the crisscrossing, so sand picks up here, and then in theory it's going to back out of here, but it's then got to come into here. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be interesting. This may end up being tweaked to suit. Like I may need a crossover of some kind. Like maybe I'll need to push the outlets down, right down. This is going to be a significant rework if I have to do that. Push all that down and then like attach this track to over here, this track to over here. I really don't want to, but it might be a thing. So that is like legit only smelting area. I not see hard stamp down. Yeah, so this is purely resource production so far. All we've done in the last week is just build smelting, which is leading into here. So I wanted to take a bit of a break from that and then produce some of these. Only time will tell if it's a problem. Pretty much, yes. I did slap down one of these as well. At this point, it's like this is the lithium thingamabob, and it's really at the point where not really. Ah. It's reaching the point where it's copy and paste. Now that produces. This one came in. That was it make 3.1, and I need like 150. I actually need like an entire. I suspect I need an entire stack just in lithium production. That's a lot. It really is. Anyway, moving swiftly along. I actually did the meta stabilizers already. I'll ignore it. Ignore that one. What do you? Base research. Okay, so we need the commonality is the blank tech cards. What I want to tick off is things which are unique to tech cards. So things like fast transport builds and productivity modules are unique to this particular tech card. This comes from, the Dalrox comes from the thing we've already done. You, not so much. You, technically that's smelting, that's, I haven't done that either actually, come to think of it. I've done half of it. Yeah, we make the pink moon dust. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's not right. Realised. These are the wrong way around. Because this takes the raw immersite. Should be over here, because the immersites are coming, the raw mining products coming in, and it should be going down there. Well, balls. That's all I can say to that. And then the plate should be the other side, and then there's another process. It's another process. Chemical plants. Where we grow them in this thing here. Yep, the literal one job. So we're going to think about that too. Noises! Darth ladies! Hello. How we doing? Come here often? Come here for at least 41 months out of a year? Oh yeah, and this is only the data, not the actual production. So let's knock off the easiest. Well, it's not the easiest, it's just happened to be the one at the bottom. I think you're a bunch of Darthy with appreciated. I don't know why, but it sounds kind of disingenuous saying it that way. Oh, that's right, we made that. Much appreciate. it's it's the context of it that makes it sound weird to me. Playing Twitch Prime for that length of time, it's amazing, isn't it? What does this thing make? Those things. Those things for? I remember. What are the purple boxes for? On Factorio Lab, start spinning. Well, it is spinning. I needed to finish spinning is the problem. Oh, they go into meta stabilizers. Okay. Okay. So, what do we have that I can use as a reference? Probably this. Not use that. We'll use the bottom one. That's all wonky. It's all kind of wonky. That point there as point of pointiness. What the hell are you? Singularity. Oh, I think I was going to put the Singularity Labs down here too. I may end up just putting them in their own dedicated area. We'll see how we do. The in-game Factorio Lab. Yeah, the in-game one's kind of terrible though. The only thing. Okay, we want an assembling machine. So, I'm gonna pull beacons in. I said it so clearly. Pull them in, pull them in. I've got 4 holes to work with. Making... And... Oh no, it's not a assembler, is it? It's a thingamabobber. Kajigger. Who's a majigger thing? Which is now too small of a space. I made it for the assembly machine. There's a majibber there. Go. Bop, bap, bop, bap. That, now you, because it's nice and easy. And like that at all. Product, get up. There, we're gonna need to get rid of that there. About this. If I think about this, pull those two out. Hoopa-doop, hoopa-doop. Regular belt, because there is... So, I've been doing some mundane tasks in the main save, and there is definitely a shortage of pink underground belts. Like that. Oh, that might need the octopus one. Well, let's see. See how fast these things are first. So this thing needs rocks. Then needs pecans, and then what does it need? Bells. Oh, it does need 4. Balls. Okay then. Transport belts. And then needs mods. Alright, how are we looking? Making 1.2k a minute. A cost of 1.7 therm a minute. Seems manageable. What a neat that as well. Room. Bam. 4. What do we see? 4. 0.5, 4.6. How much power is the base eating? Question. 3.9, 2.9, 7.4 gigawatts currently. Still an extra extractor at the top warehouse. 3, 1, 2, 4. Well, I mean, technically one's missing. Hello there, Monsieur Bear. How's the consumption though? Feeds on the bottoms? Ah, yes. Good. It's not significantly changed their speed overall. Oh, the bottom. Definitely them there, those there. Oh, that's what pulled the stupid thingies out. That's why the thingies pulled out. It's actually annoying. I suppose I could put 2 in. I know what builds are running. Vaguely. They're not. We're aiming for 5400, so it needs to be basically 6000. Just steady there, please. I think that's... Oh. I know what that's this here. Moon dust factory. Well, it's actually consuming moon dust. Beside the point. 3.2, 3.2, 6, 6. Those are all manageable numbers. As far as one of these builds goes. Even doubling it is actually, like a second one of these is really annoying. Because that's only 9. missed so many blanks. Oh, yes. 57,857. Could probably do one per thingy. Go back to wherever there's an octopus swallow. Here. Yeah, that. Very lucky, apparently. Okay, so this one definitely is assembly machine. Just confirming, yes. Did I have a yo and go and there we go. So copper wire and plate. Because these things. I think it's safe to say that a constant combinator does not make for much of a thingy puller. Oh, that was. Suppose I should have looked at what I was doing instead of trying to read chat. Each area builds the product system. Yeah, generally each area will be related to the thing it's making. Subject to some rearrangement. Output full. I'm debating pulling a beacon out. That's what the pause was. Still needs more output. There we go. That alone is 12k, 13k. 14? 13. And that's basically as fast as it can go. Out of here. Old-fashioned way of doing things. Oh, and this has got the octopus as well. Excellent. What did I say it was? 57,000. We're at 52. Okay. Crafting speed 86. There's just a little bit of speed on it. But it's using 21 and 21 a minute, which it's not impossible. Not an impossible amount. I could do one either side too. Yeah, I'll do that. Down I don't think I can. Can't see an obvious do it. Alright, heading out. Thanks for the raid, Jamorian. Have a good one. Have a good rest. For those who haven't seen, make sure to give Jamorian a follow. I had to stop and pause and think there for way longer than I reasonably should have. But, well, this ain't so good at doing two things at once. Yeah, Monsieur Solobuff. In the way. There we go, I think I've achieved perfection now. 1 over. Just like that. Although I'll keep those spacing. Wait. Hold stop. Wait. Achtung. I don't want to wait. Fourth unloader not lined up. Because of the way it's spaced, they're actually mirrored pairs. I mean, I realize that. Yeah. So in, and then these are offset. Otherwise they would be like that and like that. Yeah, but these are mirrored pairs, so they're slightly off. Also, because this is 6 and this is even and odd. They're mirrored pairs, there's some evens and odds. That's where the strangeness comes from. Otherwise, yeah, in theory, it should still center there, but that's a line up. This whole thing needs to shift over a tile, shift left a tile for it to correct itself. It's weird. I think I'm still describing it wrong, but yeah, it's an even odds thing. I don't like it. I try not to think about it too much. That's the way I deal with it. It's a significant quantity of cards. You the card. Put the card. So save le card and the card. It's amazing it's not greater than 120. Oh, right. That'll do it. Yeah, so now it's saying that it's saying there's 2 loads available. Stuff and junk. Can pull double duty. It's not right. This one. That as well. Didn't I fix that? These more modern ones should have fixed it. And that spacing's wrong. Tell by looking at it. It's not far off. Probably work for my needs. Alright, red wire to Lee. Thank you. Now, next thing I'm going to need combinators. Like as them. Slam them there. Shall blam them there. Shall plug in. Plug out. Copper wire, and we want iron plate. That's copper wire and iron plate. Going to be copper wire, which means we're going to need a copper wire factory. Your iron plate already. That's convenient. Job's already done. Limit, set limit, so 0 to 0, 0 to 0, because it's not actually being driven yet. Which the blue wire, green wire, 0 out of 2. Oh. 1, 0 to 1. Excellent. Sting one of each. Oh, it was, it was already there. Okay then. There we go. Much better. Completely stonked. 400,000. Oh, because I overrode them. I was like, shouldn't they be outputting? No. They would if I didn't paste the other combinator over the top of them. So there's 3 loads waiting. That's the maximum possible. Yep. 400k total. And then we just need 2 of these things. Apparently. Stack them together. Tempted to. Well, we'll leave the other one for the other side for now. That's your tech cards. Oh yeah, that's my... I actually have a measuring stick for the entire base. For the height. So you can start landfilling and everything. Oh, that was the other change I made that may have been may or may not noticed is everything's been changed to landfill. That's so if and or when I copy the entire thing, it'll copy with landfill straight into the main save. So it can landfill everything all in one hit. Or at least that's the dream. By cramming more of these in. Seems like a terrible idea. More reasonable to get the octopus war going though. That's confusing the hell out of me. Stupid rail thing. Well, it would be there. Okay. That's also inconvenient. Drop that one tile. Slide that there. Doesn't gain me a tile though. Doesn't gain me the 2 that I need. We majorly offset these. What I did last time. Previous outing. Offset to like that. Eh, let's keep that actually. Out, out, out. Swing around, swing around, swing around, and swing around. Oh, we can actually shrink this by a little bit further as well. Cut that out there. Drive it right up close. That means I can get a little bit of breathing room there, so it's balanced out again. That. Trouble now is it's kind of offset. I pay to close. It's pretty terrible, isn't it? Seated? Oh. What are you on about? Oh, yeah. But how much the train calculation time would affect? Yes. Back from making bed, so we delete the build. Oh, yeah. I just offset it slightly. So, reduce the size of the octopus. Oh, I see now. I was scrolling up. Your follower's message there got hidden in the pretzels. How much train calculation time will affect the UPS once it's up and running? That'd be interesting to see, because train time um, does add up. I expect it'll be most of it. Can I offset this? I don't have to put... Oh. Delete? Blurb? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Would have got to be offset as well. I gotta make it at least somewhat symmetric. Damn. Kinda hate it, if I'm completely honest. But it works. Can't argue with the results. I think this time instead of making mirrored pairs, I'll just make it consistent all the way through. Like, we'll just make them all the same instead of trying to do the wobbliness. Okay. That's what I've got to look out for. Happen to see any of these the wrong way around? Ooh, shout. I'm probably not going to see them all. Are you winning so much? It could be building you up to a bigger humiliation. That's what it is. 5 and 6 from left load. Ah, yes. Only on those, though. I suppose that was the source one. That makes sense. Already exist. That actually explains some of the red, too. Just gotta love how that one is just slightly offset. But yeah, drive you slowly insane. This is what most of this is all spent doing, is just picking through trying to get the layout just right. I need that one offset. Which one offset? This one. Because that in the way, and then this can't go any lower. Yeah, can't reach. Got to go to there. You could pull it all the way out. Actually. There even. Oh, that doesn't reach at all because it's not a. The span isn't right. See, I need the 2 rows of substations to carry the signal. That's why I'm doing 2 rows. Otherwise, I'd just do a single row. Like this one. Yeah. Every time. Click the wrong thing. Now they're in pairs. Remove. As I say, it need. Suppose it does work without it. Actually, it entirely works without it. Just needs that one to connect the wire. There you go, you win. We want this to count for cards. Cards. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Get real interesting. Dull rolls. Belt. That's what it is. Belt. 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 Oh yeah, and prod mods. Prod mods. Relation mods. And a bloody map view. Wire and wire. Signal. Yep. Excellent. Oh, likewise. All good. Yeah, the problem now is getting them all in here. Those actually are in the way, so. Oh, that was... N. No signal. Go. G. There we go. The end. So the wolf. It's got an ad when you're subbed. Thank you very much for that. What is that? That is 50 months. That's a lot of months. Significant number of months. Get that love and hype going on. How the hell am I going to get a fourth one in here? I thought that far ahead. Get awfully offset. I'm working on it, I think it's follow age. Rather than follow age. It generally involves extending diagonals, yeah. There it is. 5 years. It sort of suggests that I'm too far forward. Like this doesn't go out far enough. See, forget. I was wondering where Feldak had got to. Look out. The cats, they've come to scratch our butts. And sleep on our pillows. Hang on a minute. Something doesn't seem right there. Something doesn't seem right there. Thank you very much, Stephen, for coming on in. Dropping their aid. You doing? That join, that hurt. Hurting my head. My brain go owie. Don't want to do the thingy. That does that thingy, that does that thingy, that does that thingy, and that does that thingy. Surely that works well enough for this crap. That's why Wingfeldeck wasn't here. Yeah, it explains it. Doing? Just restarted K2. Also, how we doing, Professional Dave and Goosen and Tifa himself? How y'all doing? How go done diddled the thingamabobber that you were doing the thing with? I think that made sense. I'm pretty sure that made sense. You know, the thingamabobber that you were doing in the thing. The thing. Oh dear. Sushi belt base. Sushi belt. Sushi belt base. You say it real loud and real slow. Otherwise I'll completely screw it up. Cold calculations on the sushi belt went awry. Oh, had a little bit of surplus coal, did you? Somehow 40k too much coal. It'll fix itself, surely. It'll sort itself out eventually. Until then, yay coal. Just burn it. Says the same thing Sifa does. Sounds like something I do. Railer's not connected as a heads up. Not connected. Ah, there. Yeah, all I need to do is hover over that, and you see how it gives you the outlines? If I do that, see it doesn't give you outline for that one. That one there. See, it gives 3, but not the other one. That's how I knew. Top tip for you there, if you want to try and diagnose things like that. How you do it. I need 2 of these. Okay, so that's quite easy. Tell you what, I'll tick the box. I'll finish it off. I was going to move on to the next one, but I'll tick the box. So you go there, and I'll link all these together like so. There goes there, and now we see the 4. And it goes through like so. And now that goes through like so. Now we have 5 because it's part of the big build. The game's upside down. Can I oh, I can't make the game the right way around for you. Train stop enable, I suppose. Train limit of 10 card. You are dull rocks. I said dull rocks. Dull rock unload. Ooh, a Michelle. Transport belt. No transport belt. And lucky last was prod mods. I still item equals. I don't remember these products. Hey, I still remember it. Still remember the syntax. Set train limits. Productivity module. Baby koala. Is that 500 foot? Seems a little off, doesn't it? That's actually really low. I mean, Bellmaster Skull is still getting drummed. That's the main thing. Yeah, the bot hasn't been counting correctly for a while. At this point, I have no idea why it's not counting. Or just do a clean install and reset everything. Hopefully it'll fix it. It occurs to me that it's actually close. Okay. Calm down, you two. I laugh because there's a reason now. What was that? Yes. Don't you remember the song? There's no Canada like French Canada. Yeah, how's that? Yep, good enough. Because yesterday, nothing special, too many things, was frozen, zero any extra macaroni, chicken, Vietnamese, chicken, Vietnamese, sausages. Trying to, not familiar with that. This crap. About there. Dead there. It. That off. Grumble, grumble. Pasted it in the wrong spot. Here we go. Appreciate the speed right clicking. You like the Lumberjack song? Yes. Probably. Don't think you heard that before. It's from the... Is that from the South Park movie? I think it's from the South Park movie. Or it's from South Park. Although I think I might be completely off on a different train of thought to everyone else, by the looks of it. Blame Canada. Yeah, I didn't even remember the South Park movie now. Stuff happened, some junk happened. About it. It's like the US was bombing entire Canadian cities and Canada was responding by bombing celebrities' houses. Yep. It's a little bit over signaled, but sort of slowly not caring at this point in time. I mean, I'd like to see the Queen try and walk in. Should be entertaining to watch. Can a queen be a zombie? I'm not sure. Surely it must be possible. Okay, so that's technically purple's done with. A little side tangent that I did want to do that I got distracted on. That's a terrible way of doing it. Right here. I did want to grab a singularity lab and get these out of the way as well. Yeah, still highlighting you lot as Raider from Cat as well. Just in case I didn't know. Yes, it is actually technically the King of England. Only a zombie queen can pay a visit. So, do I want to do builds or there is the opportunity to do this via bots. Because it's so many items, it actually is convenient to do via bots. Lab sandwiches, as I call them, are actually really handy. Zombie queen can lay the. That is true. Yeah, only the zombie queen can lay the zombie egg. That's how the royal visit to Canada would be to overthrow Parliament. Is to overthrow Parliament, lay the zombie eggs, and then prepare Canada for the zombie apocalypse. So you're onto the game. We're onto the game. Finally crank. Yeah, it's all done. Six of these. See, 5, 6. That's a lot. And how we get to see. I think a lot of these are oh no, some of them are like offset. I'm sure I saw. Unless all of the infinites 60s. Okay. It might have just been some mid-tier techs had like 1s and 2s in them. I can't even find them now. I'm sure I remember seeing them somewhere. So why did that pause briefly? Oh, that's why. Needs to insert. Yeah, that. Oh. That's why. I was like, why is everything else producing? '83, '84. Well, that keeps up with it now. Right, let's see what the 1 minute says now. I think it said 85 a minute. Was it 85? 86. Hovering between 85 and 86. If I go 100 on 5, so we need 63 of these. 63.5. It's effectively 4 banks then. Should also point out these aren't actually properly powered. think the only way I can really deal with it is singularity beacon. I mean, technically, what's the loss in speed? 86.27 to 83 versus 4. So it only goes down to 84. Probably better off removing one of the outer beacons. Have a week to make a thoughtful, make desserts and attempt to make meat pie. Ooh. Ooh. Guests. That's now 608. That's basically one train is like that there. Time for you to leave towards work. Alrighty. One memory. Oh wow, it's only 9:10. Thinking. One of the reasons for using the bots is I need 3 openings. Can't do half builds. Interesting, it consistently aisles like that. In fact, I might just cut that beacon out entirely. Ten. It's only 1.7 so far. Might need more bots at this rate. At 3.3, getting there. Happy you're losing again? Broken your winning streak? I love how it's crisscrossed all of the wires, or nearly all the wires. Bye, bots. I have no idea where they're going. Oh, they're going to that network. A new home. I mean, it could just spawn more, but it's the principle in the matter. Evil Reyes. Yeah, I'm doing with that raid. How you doing? How you doing, man? How's your stream go? And the drakes can stay over there. Hey, how's it going? What are you up to? Stream was good? I didn't actually get to see what you're up to today. Actually, I'm trying to think of what I saw you doing last. I think it was Sea Skylines I saw you doing last. Oh, was it 7 Days to Die, actually? What the... Probably want storage. Yep, 7 days. Ah, nice. That should stop the floaters. Alright, what do we got? 3.3k a minute. Cool. Clean up and rebuilding after day 56 fortnight. Ooh. 56 days is pretty good. Not bad. I don't know how long you can last in that game now. From what I remember, people playing it back in the day, like a few years ago. When I say back in the day, I mean a few years ago. I don't remember them going much beyond like around 50, 30 to 50. But the impression I get is you can pretty much survive indefinitely now. There's a lot of cheeses you can do. Or at least you used to be able to do cheeses. It's entirely possible they removed them. I remember seeing where one group cheesed it so that it was sort of standing on a single tower and the zombie wouldn't attack it. Tower? Something like that. I can't remember now. What was it? It was like a floating building that the horde couldn't attack. Made it like floating. Up to 4.7. Can survive indefinitely, but demolish the zombies make it hard to have a good horde base. Oh, okay. So they actually introduced a zombie, the demolish the zombie to sort of deal with the late game. It seems ridiculous. Can I just put it out there? It seems ridiculous. It's actually massive too. A lot of bot travel. And cheese is why they made it. Ah, okay. Staircase it a little bit more. Yeah, that do. Beardless Dane, hello, how you doing? You is. I like how I'm just sort of shooting at the hip here. Hey, 5400. Should be 64. No, that's 68, okay. I can chop the end ones off. And bring it back down to 64. Or I could chop even more of these off, so 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Glomps. I think the better answer is chop these off. No, it was 68, and I need to take it down to 64. I suppose. Alternative. Chop that, chop that. Chop that, and chop that. That should fall down to like 5. Then all I need to do is just fill and fill, flip, fill, flip, and fill. That should be 64 again, which should be 5,400-ish. I think it might be 5,500. Could pull 2 off the top there and put it back down there. 5,300. Oh, it's a little under. $5,300. Could have been right though. 64. Could have been enough. Oh, I suppose I did take the beacon out. It is a bit annoying. Right, what does the train unload look like? Yeah, I don't want to go any wider. I go on, really? Or much wider. I could go a little bit wider. It's just a lot of distance down. Turning. Technically, could do that. That might bring it up to just enough. Having said that, I don't like the mismatched speed. Alternatively, figure out how to get power into here with minimal. I wonder if I could that one minimal interruption. Technically that affects 4 of 81.02. 82. Yeah, that's objectively worse. Oh, it's tickling 54 since doing that. As I say, it's just the outside ones get a speed boost though. I suppose I could also alternate, like have a single row and then fill in the alternating. That could work. It doesn't, however. Could also just do that. Just take it. a minute to cycle through and we'll see how we go. Yeah, this is what I was thinking for labs. Potentially split it into two smaller ones. Potentially. I'm thinking. I wonder if that's actually possible. Is seeing as though we need alternating, tech card, two of these can have one either side. And have it all in pairs. I'll have to build the others and see. Yeah, maybe just have the whole thing as a big matched set. Yeah, and I just cut this one in half down to two halves. And it's just touching just under 5,400. Shy hair under. Might be the way to go. So what I mean is, we cut off that, and cut off that. Store power. It still doesn't reach though. Actually, yep. What does that settle down to? 2,700. Let's see what it says. 27. Holy! Oh wow, everyone's rating today. How are we doing? Welcome. How are we doing? Howdy, how are we doing? How'd your stream go? Well, come on in. How's the big K2 build? What if I said it's big? This is just ore processing and smelting. Just into stuff into plates so far. And we're just taking a bit of a tangent into looking at the end of the chain. So we've already done purple tech cards. We're just looking at labs at the minute. Just headaching that out. Stream was revisiting SpaceX pyramid build. Ooh. Nice. My brain can't brain. That is... Oh, you already heard me yawning. I want 2,700. That's essentially what this is doing, which is half of one build. So the thing that I was thinking of just before yeah, the thing I was just thinking I was just thinking like that. Change the arrangement to that. Oh, apparently my inventory's filled up. It's full of train stops and then don't need most of that crap. Yeah, those. A lot of beacons. Random garbage. Oh, we'll do the same that side. I could filter this thing, but I'm lazy. We'll filter this one, however. Not that I actually can click and drag because the thing will complain there's things in the way. Do that. So you're 84.52, you're 82. So I managed to bring all of them up. You love the K2 labs? Singularity labs are pretty cool, aren't they? 86, yeah, 86 because that's fully surrounded, 84. So that should have brought it up just a teeny hair. Which means I can finish that off by a schlink and... Have you actually done K2? Can't remember. Said you had or not. And bop. Let's go crazy. Last thing I need to do is move around the sort of thingies. Like instead of having them out there, bring them in. Done K2, Deathworld. Damn. K2 rampant. That's brave. Item. Almost 2.8. Say now. 0.3. 2.7. It's holding steady 2.7. I mean, it's 2.5 to 2.6 to 2.9. K2 rampant was a good challenge. That would have been a thing. Certainly would have been a thing. Had a triangle thingy some time ago, but too lazy to go first. Experimenting with gate identity. That's behind. Did I perhaps continue with the triangle? On full triangle mode. Kick 2.8? Not quite there. I'd say that's just about where I want it though. I actually wanted 2600, not 2700 in saying that. Potentially I'll need to slow the labs down again. Bleh. It's just edging 5.5. I'm thinking, no, 2.7's right. For some reason I was thinking it needed to be 2.8. 2.8 at K a minute had got into my head, even though I even divided it. Oh man. The brain power this game needs. Times. It's on the high side of 54. So our goal, for those who don't know, is 5,400 signs a minute. So yeah, I think one of these builds, a left and right pair, might be the way to go. I say might be, it will be the way to go. Because I suspect if I was to copy and paste this for the next tech card, it will be much the same. What's it? To knock out that one probably. So, you wanted circuits, low density, good fuel and cards. It's an annoying combination. But at least somewhat doable. Goes. Oh, that seems to make it faster, doesn't it? No, that's right. That's basically the same. Yeah. You have a 9k SPM average over 10 hour and 7.9 over 9 over 50 hour on your vanilla. Ooh, it's pretty good. It's pretty hard to maintain that kind of numbers consistently. PC's probably the game's probably computer's probably struggling. PC's probably struggling. I imagine at that kind of science. So yeah, it's making 4.5, which is a bit over, but I need 2 to compensate. 20 to 30 UPS. Yeah, seems about right. Could do something crazy and reduce the number down. Point 4. It just falls just under though. I mean, it could just slow it down. Wouldn't hurt. But there's no real reason to slow it down. Like, you might as well just run it as fast as possible. It's better for game performance if you just run it at max as fast as it can. Even if it's going to way overproduce, it doesn't matter. It'll just scream for resources until it gets it. As I say, it's going to make 9. 9 is considerably more. Hmm. I don't know how to make 3 work. 3 does not go into 16. Outside of just stripping beacons out. But as I say, it's not a really effective solution. At 4.6 down to 4.4, and it's not having a huge impact. I don't know, I'm going to have to think about that one, I suspect. I mean, I might just take the hit and just deal with it. Crafting 9,000 a minute. The overall average, because it'll be bottlenecked by consumption, will count. It's just that it'll put a huge drain on smelting. It's the thing that I'm worried about. Put a drain on everything else. Hmm. Ooh. Ignoring it always seems like a, a good option. There. Yeah, that's there. 2, 3. Conceivably. Oh, I pasted that in the wrong spot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Then what do I need? Oh, I need silos as well. Oh, that's inconvenient. And the I could I'm put on the top side, then it's in an awkward position. I've got to crisscross top to bottom. Maybe this will be entirely science production. Um, so I was considering having rocket silo. It's not impossible. What does it need? Low density, rocket fuel, which are going down there as well. The only thing. Is there any potential for... So if a train's coming along here, or coming along here, potential for it to cross lines, not really. It almost needs like a little laneway to go across there and duck across there, independent of everything else. Let's check some notes. Yeah, there's not really any way to get from the top of they're basically independent systems. Which makes sense because that base was basically two bases glued. The second one was glued onto the bottom of the top one, so it makes sense that it's basically two independent networks. Which is why I was sort of leaning on everything being on one side originally. Gonna get interesting. So, I suppose silos. I make 16 of those things in the past, so yeah, it's fine. Now that I think of that. Silos that makes space data. Space data. What are you? Oh yeah, that's right. It's just tech cards and space research. Could push it down a little bit further. Just need labs. To fit. Oh boy. What do you, if so that goes there. Use production. You need that crap, and that can potentially be separate. It can be its own thing. And then I think everything almost fits. I need to make this one bigger. Feeling I'm going to end up doubling up on this. If I go across the top, oh, the signal there is blocking it. But yeah, make this quad track. Maybe even, oh no, that one not so much. That way, it has its own independent line. Sort of. Sort of. It can get across. Oh no, the 4 there were for going to lanes and the middle were for going through. Because I could potentially have the labs up here and the silos up here. Maybe even this as well. Yeah. Something like that. Something like a lab there and a lab there. And something silos, something, where the hell is it? Oh, that's right, it was moved back here. There. Maybe have like 2 stacks of silos. Labs. Pair of these things. In. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I will combine these. Because there is room up here. I could do even more tech cards. Or 1 and 1 tech card. Either side. Or mirror the entire thing, so have like one set of everything all the way around. So all of the tech cards, labs, rocket silos, all in one lot, and then have a second one on the top. How about that? That might work. White. As an alternative. There's going to be months of tweaking this thing, isn't there? I reckon that might be the way, the one alternative way to go. Might even be the way to go. Those. Or, I say, I mean, these tech cards will probably be over. No, there'll be these tech cards here, and then the science production, and then the labs and the silos could go over here with the. Oh no, doesn't work. So fine, because the space still needs the blank tech card. I mean, it could just do really overkill on the tech card production. Way overkill. I mean, it already is way overkill. But it just gets more trains lurking around to deliver tech cards. Is what I'm thinking. Even though I'm way overproducing, it just means it just builds up a good collection of trains that can service it. I mean, it can just throw trains at it actually. Either or. 6, 7. Actually, it's oh yeah, because that's double. Get rid of that. Cut that. And pop it there. Basically the same thing repeated over and over again. So that's the pink, yellow, other yellow, Other pink. Blue. Blue. I think that's all of them actually. Outside of the yeah, space. How's that? Um, and that's all I can fit in. Oh, Lucifer appears. How you doing? Three, four, 5, 7. What? That look funny. Don't. It's just the map lying. Push the whole lot down. First time, long time. Got your confirmation to say you passed your intern and got the job. Nice. Excellent. I know you're sweating over that for last time we were here. But it was sounding promising, so that's good. Very good news. Catches that this is kind of ugly the way it is. Take a leave. A bit of shop before you return and kitchen and cook and bake. Felt to keep messing line. I think I need West to keep Velvet. You can line as well. That's right. I mean, I might swap these over to the other side. What am I even building? So this is all of the tech card production. So yeah, your purples and your yellows and the spaces and other purples and other yellows. I haven't changed all the things. That's the actual purple, yellow, other purple. Actually be blue. Right. So got that. So this data. And then if I should be able to make room to cram the blank tech card production in as well. Somewhere. I think these are the wrong way around. Actually, I have a solution for that. So yeah, that's all the tech card production. Did the data, didn't I? Yes, I did. That's the state of mind I'm in. Forgetting things I did like 3 seconds ago. The thing is, though, that there's all this empty space here. So there's one set of labs and a set of silos. Admittedly, one set of silos probably does everything. Suppose I could split the tech cards in half. I don't know how I'd do it though. Sleep time for you? I think it's almost sleep time for me. So, I mean... cards are basically done. I could finish it, but this, you know what it is. I'll just finish it in between now and next time. End of this time and next time I'll finish it. Fix it. Yeah, but the overall goal is to make two sets of these things. So one down here, one up here, and they're two identical things. So two sets of labs seems to even out, balance out quite nicely. I mean, I would still go back to the original idea I had of all of the labs being down here, not the labs, all of the production being down here and down here, and then put all of the labs and silos up here. That could also be a thing. But I like the idea of mix and matching, as in having half and half. I don't know which is better though. I can't. I can't predict how the train traffic's going to behave. You know, I imagine anything coming from like up here down to here is going to be bad, regardless. I wonder if I just split the base in two. Split it into two halves. That would be crazy, that would. That is something that's going to need me to do a lot more builds to figure out, though. And that is something that's probably a future me problem. I think a now me problem is sleeping, though. I think I might park it there, because I'm really starting to open up a can of worms on this one.